Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you ever thought about buying an F10 M5, this is the video for you. I'm gonna go over some key highlights as far as why I chose this 2016 M5 behind me, and we're gonna do it all in this video. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, so if you guys are definitely in the market for the F10 M5, it's definitely a great bargain, right? So with my search, I narrowed it down. I completely excluded the 2013 cars, which had the S63 engine in it. I narrowed down my search to the 2014 to 2016 cars, which has the S63 TU. Now they made additional revisions from that. So having the 2016 is the latest of the S63 TU, which they completely overhauled the engine. There's a lot of things that are changed. Pretty much almost everything has changed compared to the 2013, compared to, let's say, the 2016. So that was first and foremost. Secondly, there's not a lot local around me here in Ohio. So I had to look around, I had to, search far and far, and I found one in Alabama. Now the problem was I couldn't get down to Alabama to actually physically look at the car. So what I did was I had the guy take it to a BMW dealership, so that way it can have a pre-purchase inspection done. So when you guys are looking at an M5 or whatever, pre-purchase inspection is 100% key. Now, the prior owner had really great detailed photos of everything, and you really have to try to feel somebody out, I guess to say. So you got to really kind of take everything in with a grain of salt, right? So having the PPI done, wanted to make sure that everything was sound through and through and stuff like that. So, looking at all the pictures and videos that he sent me and stuff like that, it was a good car. It looked clean from all the videos and pictures. Everything was fine, and I felt like I was getting a good car, right? It can look good all the way around, but you got to make sure all the mechanical stuff is good. So the PPI came back flying colors, right? No leaks, no issues whatsoever. The only thing noted, now these are the winter tires. These are the Pirelli Soroto Zero winter tires, but my Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires had some inner tread wear on the front ones and the back ones, and they had like 50% tread. So, coming into a car like this, you gotta expect some general maintenance things that you have to do. So tires, that was one. So I was like, okay, I have to get tires and stuff like that. The only reason why I'm running winter tires on the stock spec tires is that we don't get that much snow here in Ohio. But I wanted obviously new tires, but tires that can handle, sub-zero temperatures. If it's 30 degrees outside, I want to be able to take the M5 out. So that's why I did it for that. I have, like I said, I have an SUV that I drive in the wintertime, and then I also still have my BMW 335i that I can drive as well if I wanted to. So with all that checking out, I went ahead and moved forward with it. I also had it checked out from a collision expert to make sure everything was perfect and there was no issues there. That came back flying colors. That's another, in addition to the PPI, is to get a collision inspection company to take a look at the vehicle. Now, the main reason why I moved forward with it after all that was checked out is because, one, it had all the options that I ever wanted on the M5, right? The competition package, the executive package, driver's assistance plus package, and the Bang & Olufsen. I mean, it had everything that I needed besides the night vision, and I was, ready to go, right? So I wanted to be able to do all that. Now, another key point is making sure, checking all prior maintenance on the car. So the BMW dealership obviously checked that for me as well, based on the VIN, but I checked on a few other sources as well, and everything was up to par, right? With it having 43,000 miles, spark plugs were already changed at about 20,000 miles ago. So everything was done, oil changes, everything up to spec, basically, for this vehicle. So after buying it and getting it back here, I took it into my local BMW dealership so they could take a look at it. I did all my checks, but I want to have another dealership take a look at it. And that one was yet again, flying colors, and they noted the tires as far as, you know, being the issue. Since all of that stuff checked out, right, prior to buying the car, PPI, collision inspection company, 2 thumbs up. Getting it shipped here was not really that expensive. The problem was, like I said, there was not many BMW M5s around me. I did go look at a bunch of other ones, and you know, either they failed the PPI inspection, there was too many issues with it on the outside, you know, dings, dents, scratches, anything like that. So I came across this one. So the guy was a true enthusiast. So obviously that's like in a perfect world. If you're looking for an M5, hopefully you find one that a BMW enthusiast owned, right? They maintained it, they took care of the car. So that way they're passing that along to you, right? Because you don't want to buy somebody else's problem. So guys, I guess the big thing that I did when I was looking for my M5, I looked every single day, hours upon hours, just trying to find the right spec one. This is my first silver car, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. I definitely like it with the black, you know, wheels and the kind of contrast of the silver. Wouldn't trade it for the world because everything else on the car is sound, and I've been very pleased with it. So, you know, 43,000 miles, 2016, everything is great, right? And I'm just moving along and having fun with it. So I've been adding a few different things to it already, which you guys will see even more videos of that here to come. But it was just around making sure everything checked out before getting up here. And I was very pleased when it actually got delivered up here that everything was perfect, even on the outside, inside, because you know, you can only see pictures and stuff like that. So I had to go out of state to get what I wanted to get, and at a good price. You know, that's another thing. You guys got to look at the market price. Sometimes dealers or private sellers like to hike up the price because of the M5. This owner did not. He had it just marked just perfect where it needs to be, and that's where I jumped on the deal. Guys, as long as you have all those things checked out, and what I did is I used, now not a lot of people like to use it, but I used Kelley Blue Book just to give me a ballpark range of the estimated value based on what it is, right? So I just wanted to make sure that, hey, if I bought this and if I wanted to resell it or whatever, I would be able to sell it for really what it's worth, right? Because you never want to overpay for a vehicle. But making sure everything is all checked off, I brought the 2016 BMW M5 competition car home with me here today. It's definitely been a wild ride as far as searching every single day, but I'm extremely happy with the purchase. So, you know, guys, really take your time to look at everything. Like I said, I went through probably 25 M5s before I narrowed it down to this one. You're gonna go through a lot. Every time I called different dealers, oh, someone already put a deposit down, before I could put a deposit down. But I was checking the VIN, I was checking everything just to make sure, right? I even went even further away out of state, right? There was a few in California, and I'm here in Ohio. So biggest advice on top of checking the maintenance and everything else like that, really expand your search. You're gonna have to go far from where you're at, most likely, depending on where you live, I guess, in the United States, to find the right spec car. You might get lucky and there might be one 20 minutes away from you that checks out perfectly, and you guys seal the deal. So just take your time, really thoroughly check it out, and you'll be good to go. Like I said, I narrowed it down to the 2014 to 2016 search and stuff like that, and used different comparable comps. I looked at other M5s compared to those prices and used that as negotiating power. But your PPI, pre-purchase inspection, is really key. That if it does come back and there's some, you know, things that need to be fixed and stuff like that, use that as negotiating power for your price. You can say, hey, I need all that stuff fixed before I buy the car, and it's a done deal. So then you can have it professionally fixed, get it all done, so that way when you're driving it home, it's one less thing that you have to worry about and stuff out of your pocket. Lastly, extended warranty. You have to make the decision on if you guys want to check out other different warranty companies. By all means, it's a good option to do. So that way you guys can have peace of mind. If you don't like working on your BMW, or you're not that mechanically inclined, I do highly suggest an extended warranty, just because, you know, these cars are expensive. So I definitely don't want to rule it out for you guys. So if you are in the market and you want to do it, it is good peace of mind. So definitely check around, check a few companies out. They're going to have different deductibles, different prices and stuff like that. You'll have to shop around for that. All right, guys, so that was my quick little journey of the M5 as far as, you know, what I was looking at, what things you need to look out for and stuff like that. Just take your time. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to chat with you guys. If you find a few, you can send them to me and stuff like that. All right, big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks, guys. Check out the other M5 videos that I have here on the channel, and also 335i and 54 videos as well. Hopefully everyone has a great rest of your week, and I'll chat with you here soon. Take care, guys, and have a good one.